For most people, Cyprus is just a sun lounger with a flight attached, and while there's nothing wrong with a lobster red tan, I've always suspected the real island, the one that isn't on the postcard, is hiding inland in the Troodos Mountains.
I'm Ronnie, and my travel style can be a little intense. I like to see it all, do it all, and experience everything that a place has to offer. So if you're up for a really immersive travel experience, you're in the right place.
So the plan is simple, head up there and see what I can find. The first major landmark you hit is this, the Kouris Dam.
So I'm starting my journey up to Troodos today. It's actually not that far from Laneia, quite a short drive. But my first stop is here at this reservoir to have a look at the dam. And there's a couple of churches here as well, one ruined one and one more intact one. I'm prepared for the cold. I know it's going to be colder up here. Higher up you go. It's highs of 13 up here, so no shorts today, no vest today. The view should be nice. It's lovely here.
It's a massive bit of engineering, and it feels like a proper boundary. On one side, the resorts. On the other, well, let's find out.
So my first village stop is in this little town in the Troodos Mountains called Laneia. It's still early, so I'm not expecting there to be much going on, but it's sort of very traditional looking. I like the buildings. Well, we'll just have a little look around. Big Manchester United fan here. Got a whole gallery to Michael Owen. That's who he plays or played for, right? Because I have no idea about football. It's chilly up here. Quite a strong wind. Look at the little shoes. Looks like if we go up here, we'll get to the church. Beautiful church. So the village here is known for its winemaking. It's a bit early for wine, but it has a special name. I'm not going to try and pronounce it, but here it is. Apparently it's a particularly strong, or maybe that's the spirit. I think they also made a spirit here. But it's very well preserved. The whole village feels like a museum. And we're just at the foot of Mount Troodos. 1903, this building. I imagine that's probably relatively new, looking at it, compared to some of them. The church dedicated to Virgin Mary, I think, will be older than that. Apparently the village also attracts a lot of artists. A lot of them have studios here. I saw that gallery dedicated to Michael Owen. Wow. It's cute. Snails of Laneia. He's very cute. A really nice place. Nice to come in, it's so peaceful as well. As much as it seems to have quite a lot of things to see, like tourism wise, it feels like a place people live. You know, the sort of rustic. If someone's washing just out on the street. See, if I did that, I'd be worried someone would steal my pants. Am I flattering myself, thinking that someone would want to? Hey, everyone is someone else's fetish. Oh dear. I shouldn't be left on my own for this long. I start amusing myself. But that sounds... No, not like that. I mean, talking to myself and making bad jokes to myself and then laughing at them. Not that. And that was Laneia. Beautiful little village. Feels really authentic. I thought I was done, and then I see this. I see more little streets. And I can't help myself. Yeah, it feels really authentic. Like a place people actually still live. In these old traditional houses. Obviously everything's closed because it's still too early. And there was a restaurant, cafe, that was open, but I've left my wallet in the car. I'm pretty sure they won't take Android Pay. There are a few car parks as well. Obviously, you can't drive around those streets. So if you're heading up Troodos, definitely worth stopping here. Do you know what? I've planned out a route today. I've got the map, with all the stops. I have no idea where I'm going next. I planned it the other day. I just can't remember. I just turn up somewhere. I'm like, oh, okay, I'm in a village now, or I'm at a lookout now. And what's this place called again? So I'm blindly following Google, which I've found here isn't always the best idea. But hey, we'll see.
Right, let's see where the all-knowing Google takes me next. Hopefully not off a cliff. A short drive later, I pull into another village that looks like it hasn't changed in a few hundred years. On the surface, it seems similar to Laneia, but there's a different feel to it, a much, much quieter one.
So I'm now in the village of Koilani, which is another of the winemaking villages here in the Troodos Mountains. Everything here just seems so sleepy. Like, I don't know where all the people are. There's no one here, there's no cars on the road, there's no people, very quiet. That's maybe why it's so quiet here. Nobody lives in these houses anymore because I think most of this lower part of the village is abandoned. And there were some earthquakes and I guess it's caused damage to the foundations maybe. Maybe they're not safe. There's a restaurant here that's open. Yeah, this part definitely feels like you're walking through an abandoned village. And a church just up there. Which is a bit lost on me coming to these regions and places known for wine because I don't drink wine. Well, I don't like wine. I've tried to like wine. I went on a wine tasting tour in South Africa. I tried 14 different wines in one day and I only liked one of them. It was a dessert wine. So very specific. Has to taste like juice. Oh yeah, it's a shame it's lost on me. Wine and fish. I wish I was more sophisticated, but I'm not. Just a scumbag. Shit. That's not good. That's not good at all. I didn't think it was that dry here. I saw the smoke and just thought it was somebody burning rubbish. No, I hope it's nobody's. I don't think it's anybody's house. I can't really see for the smoke. I think it's just trees.
Okay, a bushfire is not what you want to see when you're in the middle of nowhere. I'm going to assume the locals have that under control and get myself out the way. The roads up here wind through the hills, and just as you get used to the quiet, you come across another village. This one is called Lofou.
So if you can't tell by the wind, I am 800 metres above sea level in the village of Lofou. Still in the Limassol area, still in the Troodos Mountains. Yeah, it looks kind of similar to the other one. Style of buildings. Kind of built on a hillside, this one though. So as we get down here, the village is just going down. We should have quite a nice view. Apart from the phone lines. And there's the church. Okay, I was reading this about this cave and I'm like, what cave? I'm like, oh, this cave. The first inhabitants of the village used to live in that. These are all part of the ruins. I'm trying to make my way over to the church, but I see the best way to do that. In some parts, like the church for example, looks really well preserved and other parts are crumbled. Yeah, you think you're walking down the street and then you end up in somebody's garden. Now, this is the street for sure. I thought, because the church is behind me, I thought I could go that way. Seems like the main square of the village. The church up on the hill behind us. I don't know if I'm ready to declare my love for it yet. It's definitely nice. It's just another historic village, really. Very authentic. Cypriot house is similar to the last place. A bit bigger though. All around the village they've got these photographs, I guess, of residents past and present. A beautiful church. It's just asking for trouble. Now a rope there that's attached to the bell at the top. I'm very tempted. I might wake up the whole town. Very nice, but it is closed. To be honest, inside it's just going to look like a church, innit? I'm guessing the British put this in. Yeah. A nice little courtyard there. Looks like it would be a a restaurant or something, but there's another one. Definitely something to do with putting in a water supply. I tell you can't trust the streets here. You think, oh yeah, I have to go in that direction, and all of a sudden it'll just come to a dead end or just take you back round. I know where I've parked, but I want to retrace my steps because I can go back a different way and see more stuff. I might have to retrace my steps unless I can get along here. Oh, maybe not.
It's a pretty little place, but after finding my 5th dead end in 10 minutes, I think I've seen enough. My sense of direction is clearly on holiday. Driving from Lofou, I wasn't really heading anywhere specific, just up. Then I spotted a sign for a viewpoint. Sometimes I might ignore these, assuming it's just a car park with a slightly better view than the one I've already had, but I had a good feeling about this one.
Oh, great view up here. Almost a 360. Observatory up on that mountain there. Oh yeah, we can see Limassol. See the skyscrapers. And there, it's really not that far away. It's only because I keep stopping that it feels like I've been driving for a while. Yeah, this is the Troodos Mountain range. I think that's the village we've just came from. Lofou? I think that's Lofou. It's not as windy as I thought it would be, to be honest. Beautiful valley.
This wasn't on my list or itinerary, just a random sign on the side of the road. Sometimes the best bits of the trip are the ones you don't plan for at all. Feeling pretty pleased with myself after that find, I carried on. I hadn't actually planned to stop in Omodos either, but as I drove past it was obvious this place was different. It felt like a bit of a main event.
So the town behind me is Omodos, another one of these cute little villages in the Troodos Mountains. Also known for winemaking. They like their wine up here, but the thing that this village is most known for is its monastery, which we can see from here. It dates back to around the 4th century AD, around the time of St. Helena. Historically significant village and place, this monastery in this town. So we're going to have a little look, I think. I'm not going to lie, these villages are starting to look the same. I guess this one will stand out because of the monastery. And I guess the monastery is a big draw for tourism. There's a lot more restaurants and cafes here than the other villages. Oh, apple cake with ice cream. And we've got a main street. I wonder who this dude is. Oh, lots of nice cafes here. This is lovely. Feel quite chilled. Lots of cute little shops. Almost didn't see her there. Oh god, I'm bitchy today. So bitchy. So this feels much more like maintained, like these little holiday cottages here. They look nice. Whereas some of the other villages are more rustic, so this feels more for tourists. You know, it's interesting when you see it from above in the drone. You know, like, it's just buildings, but it's nicer when you're walking around it. You kind of feel the vibes, man. Fucking hate the word, but sometimes I can't think of a better word, so I use it. You know, really nice little streets. All holiday rentals. There's actually a lot more here, restaurants-wise, that aren't open. I imagine in the height of holiday season, it's quite a vibrant place. Again, wine's a big thing here. If only I liked it, I would try it. Oh, it smells lovely in here. Oh, this is beautiful. It reminded me a bit of the Alhambra. I don't know why. All the arches and stuff. Please only enter the church properly dressed. Actually, for once, don't have shorts on, so in we go. Look at the artex on this ceiling. I have a hard time getting that off. So the story of St. Helen, who is believed to have founded this monastery in the 4th century AD, is that she travelled to Jerusalem to recover the cross with which Jesus was crucified on. Got stranded in Cyprus, somewhere between Limassol and Larnaca, and then founded the Church of the Holy Cross up on the top of Mount Olympus. And that church, along with a few others, one in Lefaka, where I've been, has a piece of the cross, apparently. But even though this is called the Monastery of the Holy Cross, because it's part of the Church of the Holy Cross, because that story is widely believed here in Cyprus, this monastery doesn't actually have a part of the cross, but it does have a piece of blood-stained rope that was believed the Romans used to tie Jesus to the cross. Lovely. Type of thing you want to keep in it. It is a beautiful building. Right, I think that is enough God and religion for me for today. I might start to combust on fire. I think I'll go and get some lunch. And may as well pick one of the places here because there's quite a few of them.
Right, with my soul sufficiently cleansed, or whatever, it's time to find some food. Omados is definitely the busiest place I've seen all day, but even with the extra people, it hasn't lost that solid historic feel. It really does feel like the cultural heart of this whole area. I came up here looking for the real Cyprus, away from the chaos of the coast, and I found it. It's not just one thing, it's the sum of all these places. This is the slower, more considered side of the island you'll never see from a sunlounger. So if you're ever in Cyprus and you get tired of the beach, hire a car. I'm telling you, what you'll find up in these hills isn't just a change of scenery, it feels like a completely different country. If you want to see more content like this, please give this video a like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, it really helps. Cheers, see you soon.